Hi, how is everyone doing? My name is Rudy. I'm sure a lot of you know that by now. A lot of you meaning like the 5 people that look at my videos. I just wanted to say, I just wanted to follow up on my past videos, on my past uploads, and I wanted to give more information on, let's see, just the dopamine detox that I've been doing. I've been doing a dopamine detox, you know, the type that you get rid of a lot of items, a lot of social media, a lot of things in your life that have to do with dopamine. What's the term? Just dopamine production in your brain. I wanted to do this because, if you ask why someone would want to do a dopamine detox, because I feel that I've, just been completely absorbed by social media and similar um, technological things such as my cell phone, technological things such as Facebook. The list goes on. But the thing is, I think it's possible. I saw a video. I saw a video on YouTube. It kind of reached out to me and it said, during COVID, you can do a dopamine detox. You don't have to go on social media. You don't have to, blah, blah. And the thing is that I don't think it's been working. I don't think I've been working at it either, but I've been trying to limit social media more and more and more every single day. I've been trying to follow a routine. I have this sort of rubric. If you go on numbers, if any of you guys have a Mac, and you go on numbers and you go on the calendar section, there should be a rubric there for daily, everyday, or like a weekly type of schedule that you can input values or input your what you're gonna do for the day. So I thought I would do that. I've been doing that since Sunday. I've tried to organize my life with this whole COVID thing happening. I've tried to organize my life in several different ways, and it's just been difficult. It's been very difficult, expectedly. And so, one of the methods that I've tried before is organizing my schedule in a written format, which obviously didn't work for me at first. But I tried. I think the key thing, if anything, this goes for all the things that I've talked about in any of my videos. The key thing is that you have to talk things out. Talk things out, and if possible, talk to others about what you're doing. I know this is a controversial statement when it comes to things like prayer, when it comes to things like, what else? Just in general, when people are talking about their goals, for example, you don't want. It's said, at least the internet says, and at least the through the grapevine, it's said that people don't or shouldn't be so vocal about their goals. And so one of the things that you kind of wonder is, oh, should I just tell people, and so I can get more help, and so I could finally beat this bad habit of mine of smoking, for example. And I will take the stance. I won't stand by any type of research. You can Google it. You can look up on JSTOR, on scientific articles, or whatever. But I personally, in my life, what I've noticed is that the more you share things, the more the chances are that someone will reach out to help you, or you'll get some sort of realization whether you actually should do that thing or not. And so it's just a win-win either way. There's several other reasons why you should be able to share things vocally. A few reasons why you shouldn't, I think, but mostly the benefits outweigh the cons, and so the negatives, and so that's what I started doing. I started doing that for myself since Sunday. Today it's Monday, so since yesterday, I started just typing up my rubric, and I started sharing it on Facebook. I know I'm not supposed to be on Facebook, like not supposed to be, but and I'm supposed to be on a dopamine detox. But as far as like it's like the fourth day of dopamine detox, and I mean I don't feel any different. I feel like it takes a while. Like habits, I mean the latest source that told me how long a habit takes is like 66 days. And that might have been another YouTube video. And so I don't know how accurate that is, but it takes a while is the point. And so if you want dopamine detox to actually work, you have to work at it. And right now during COVID, I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible, but it's a thing, it's something that people are going to want to, how do I explain this? They're not going to want to do all the effort staying cooped inside in their house all day long. They're going to want to have the least possible work. And so I don't think dopamine detoxes are that recommendable or commendable or that good for you during COVID, for example. I did get recommended that video, which was made before all of this happened, and so that kind of makes sense to me in that regard. But on the whole, on overall, generally, I would think that dopamine detoxes are good for you. In any other circumstance than this one. But continuing on, I want to make this upload to be about rubrics and about schedules in general. People all over YouTube and all over Facebook sometimes, they recommend you have a schedule laid out for you. And so my schedule for today, for example, I might actually share this on my video after I finish uploading it. Is okay, for example, today is Monday. I wake up at 4 a.m. Long story behind that. But I wake up at 4 a.m. 5 a.m. I have my coffee. I start whatever language of the day I want to study. Well, actually, I have certain languages for certain days. Today it was Spanish. Monday it was Spanish. And so 6 a.m. I'm still studying Spanish until 7, which is when I'm going to start reading, and etc., etc., etc. The whole day is laid out. It's typed up, and I post it on Facebook, social media, for people to A, follow along with me, or have the chance to, follow along with me, and B, so people can hold me accountable for whatever, that's assuming A is in place and is actually taking place. And I realize that not a lot of people these days are very sociable, at least on my end of the spectrum, at least on my end of the receiving end of the whole situation under COVID. But make a schedule and partition it out, and just put things that you would want yourself to do is the number one thing. Put things that are realistic thing. It has to be realistic goals. Put things that you would actually see yourself doing, and you want to combine those two ideas and just fill out the whole schedule and actually see yourself doing it is another thing that you have to be very not, is the word stringent? I don't know, but very stickler about it. And you have to, I mean, if you're doing a schedule, it's so that you could stick to it. So it's up to you, really, if you, it's up to you, really, to um, follow it or not. So anyway, I just wanted to make a quick little video about that, and it's been changing my life. I mean, all throughout today, I've been just pretty occupied. I mean, I got so occupied to the point that I had to take like a 1 hour nap. I mean, I wake up at 4. Actually, today I woke up at 3. But I just felt like really pooped about the whole situation, and I tried to follow my schedule as best as possible. I didn't follow after like 8 o'clock because my roommates, they were like, "Hey, help us," and we have all this like work we have to do. Can you like give us some tips and stuff like that? And so I gave them tips, and so it kind of like rearranged my schedule a bit, but nothing I can't fix at the end of the day. Nothing you can't do for the next day or, anything like that. So thank you for listening. This has been Rudy. This has been my daily check-in for Dopamine Detox, which I don't think I'll do anymore because it's just not really a commendable thing to. I mean, I don't think it's really realistic to be doing something like that, to be taking away the only social interaction you have during a pandemic, and to not replace it with anything. If you do, I mean, you usually replace fake social interaction with a real social interaction. And so, if any of you guys have a real social interaction to replace everything that Dopamine Detox is supposed to replace, by all means go ahead. But in my case, I've just had to be stuck inside my room, and it's been horrible. It's been horrible these past couple of days without social media and without dopamine. It's a very essential drug for your brain and neurochemical. I don't know. I'm not a neurologist or whatever. Chemicist. How do you say it? I'm curious now. A neurochemic. I think that's the right word. Anyway, have a great and brilliant Monday afternoon. I wish the best for all of you. I wish the best for your endeavors, for your goals, for everything that you're trying to aspire to or become or do in life. And yeah, hopefully you can do it. Thank you for listening. My name is Rudy, and I'm out.